So brilliant. Okay, so I'm joined today by the wonderful Angela and Jeanette from Angel J. Um, Hi, you've been
Hi.
clients now. You've gone through the program for 12 weeks. You're now coming to the end of the program, and I just thought it would be a really great opportunity to talk to you both about your experiences of the program and what the program's done for you both in those 12 weeks. So, would one of you just want to describe what your business does so other people know what Angel J presents in the world?
Well, I'll go for it. Angela came to me at the early part of this year and approached me, was going into partnership together. We deliberated, we talked a lot in length, and we decided to launch Angel J on the 1st of April 2018. And we're just a new, exciting company that offers the latest fashion, branded items as well as affordable items in both men's and women's, and we carry accessories, shoes, etc. And we've just taken it from there. Like I said, we launched on the 1st of April, but although we launched and we were happy with what we'd launched, I was conscious, I think we both were, that something wasn't quite right and something was missing. And hence we approached yourself.
Yeah, excellent. So when you say something was missing, so where was your business? You've got a little website you put up. You were on eBay, yeah. What was going on for you in terms of kind of like skills and representing yourself out in the world in terms of credibility and visibility?
It was, I would say, it was getting the recognition, it's getting the customers to come onto the website. It was finding those customers. It was trying to get through to the marketing, doing the Instagram, doing the Facebook. And I think coming across you, there was one morning I was up very early because I'm an early person, and you put on Facebook about a workshop, and I watched that workshop, and then that's how I happened to come across you. And I said, Jeanette phoned me. She said, Angela, what was we supposed to be on a workshop? It's a Sunday morning, I think. Was we supposed to be on a workshop so early in the morning? I said, no. I was on Facebook and this popped up. It just appeared. It wasn't planned, it just appeared. So I decided to join, watch the workshop. And I think in your workshop, you said it was for new beginners. And I'm thinking, because we started the 1st of April, and I think you did the workshop maybe around June. I thought we weren't a new beginner, so we couldn't get onto the workshop. So I thought, I said to Jeanette, watch it back, because I think you had the playback. There was a playback there. Yeah. And then Jeanette decided, she watched it back, I believe. Did you not, Jen?
I did, yes.
And then she said, all right, I'm going to contact Heather. And I did say to Jeanette, but she said it's not for beginners. So, I think what we needed, even though we had this website, we needed more foundation.
Direction and guidance.
Yeah. And guidance.
Cool, excellent. Yeah, I mean, the webinar, just to clarify for anybody else watching this, the webinar I do, workshop, it does stay in there that I don't work with startups, right? And when I mean startups, I mean people that just they haven't even got any customers, they haven't got any presence at all, they've just got the idea, because that takes a different type of work and involvement. But anybody who's actually started a business, I don't class as a startup, if that makes sense, because you've already got your ideas, you've made it real in terms of whether you've got the basic bones of what you want to do, whether it's product, services, or a website. So I was more than happy to actually, we jumped on a call, didn't we? And kind of, it was the kind of moment of knowing that you didn't have those foundations, those solid foundations in place of knowing who your ideal customers were. You obviously work in a very crowded marketplace. I mean, the designer fashion industry is very, very crowded. And, one of the first things I said to you both, if you remember, was about elevating your brand so that people trust you, the know, like, and trust, because that's very, very important in your particular industry, that people know that what they're getting are the real deal, it's the real deal that they're buying. And so we set to work, didn't we? And I know that the program takes you through the clarity and then the personas, where we're not just doing that kind of surface avatar and stuff. We're actually really drilling down deep on the psyche of your customers. So, Janet, I'm going to come over to you on this because it's just fantastic. When I introduced the persona stuff to you, I mean, I want you to be truthful here. What was your kind of like reaction to this?
Initially, I came on the program with an open mind. That has to be said from the beginning. But I did, when we started looking at the Business Alchemy program, and obviously it goes in weekly stages, and we got to the persona bit, and I was just a bit perplexed by some of the questions that were being asked, like, what is your customer? How old are they? Where do they live? Which is normal. And then it was, what colour sofa do they have? What meal do they like to eat? What restaurant? And I was just like, why do we care what sofa they sit on? So I was a little bit perplexed by all of that. But the upshot is that once you work your way through all of these little avenues, you're actually stepping into the mind of the person you want to supply, that you want to come and buy from you. And until you fully understand your persona, your ideal, your perfect customer, then you will never be able to move forward with your business. So I'm so glad, the best thing we did for Angel J as a business was to join your program in order to work through all the niggly bits that we needed to go through in order to get to where we are now, to have launched the site to the status that it needed to be at. And I think that's what I was initially missing from when we did our original launch. I always thought something's not quite right here, and I couldn't, coming from a retail background, I couldn't put my finger on it. But having gone through the program weekly, by stage, I now understand fully what our business is all about.
Excellent. Thank you, Janet. Yeah, because the persona stuff, there's plenty of stuff online, isn't there, about these blooming avatars and personas, and people think that it's really surface stuff, and they can just go, oh yeah, my ideal customer is this person, I'm going to call her kind of like Sarah, and she does this, and she's got blonde hair, and the work that we do is on such a deep level that it's an energetic level we work on, and that might freak a few people out. They're like, oh no, this is business, we shouldn't be talking about the woo-woo stuff. But to actually really own and know and personify your ideal customers, you have to go real deep, and that's where we do the psychological work. And it is as crazy as going, I know exactly, I could picture my ideal customer, exactly where they live, they're so further, and we had great fun with that. When you started to kind of get that, it was like, and now you've got is it 2 personas that you've got in your business?
Yes, Catherine, yeah.
And the other one, the male one, is Michael.
Yeah, so you've got Catherine and Michael, and they're as real as can be, couldn't they?
And I look at the website, and I look at Catherine and Michael's there. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. So you're resonating out into the world in terms of all your messaging and all your marketing now, and we've got it helps you build the amazing website that you've now got, which is really has again personified your ideal customers. So all your products are matching, because I know you had to go through your products, didn't you, and like look at them and go, no, actually we're gonna ditch that product now and ditch that one and bring it in. Yeah.
Because I think once you actually dig deep, and I think a lot of your program is actually about digging deep beneath the surface, and I didn't understand that, like I said, until we kind of did the persona workshop, where literally we were at it for about 2 hours, and if you do it properly, you should come off and feel physically drained. And I had to have a nap afterwards, because it was that emotional and that deep level of understanding that we had to have. But I actually had to sleep afterwards, but then I felt better for it, because I fully understood my persona, the people that I want to come and shop with me. And based on that, now the products we now select is just not anything, it's tailored towards our ideal customer, what they would want to buy, what they would like to own.
Superb. And I know that sort of moving forwards, it's looking at your sales funnels as well, so we can actually help you kind of bring in your ideal customers to you on autopilot. So we're making it a lot easier for you to actually be creative as well in terms of reaching your customers on a daily basis, so that I know yesterday we were talking, Janet, and you were saying about it pinging on your phone now.
The sales funnels, although we've not maybe fully implemented them, we're having a lot of hits on the site, because our site's built with Wix, and every time we've got the notifications set on, and every time someone goes onto the site, we're notified, and my phone just keeps going ping, 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 and I'm just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And it's not just people in the UK, it's the people from abroad as well. A lot of kits from abroad as well as in the UK, and it's quite specific in the areas that people are having a look. So yeah, it's just fantastic. I'm over the moon, to be honest.
Yeah,
We're actually getting the recognition that we kind of wanted, that we didn't have in the beginning.
Yeah, superb. And it's nothing, I mean, and just to point out, yeah, you know, when we spoke to you, it was a case of, right, so we need to get your presence out into the world in terms of like that recognition and that solid kind of brand out into the world, and you need a solid website to do this. And we gave you the option of different kind of, you know, you can do it on Shopify, you can do it on Wix, you can do a WordPress site. So it's very much tailoring it to what you guys wanted in terms of like moving forwards, because you're not going to be, I don't know, forever on Wix. You could make that transition to Shopify. But it was about working with you and what you wanted right at this moment to get your business going and up leveling it. So taking it up to another level that you're comfortable with. So you have another foundation. So in 6 months from now, it could be that you go, right, we're going to transfer this over to Shopify or something. But it was about much a case of going, work with Wix. And I got to tell you, you know, people knock Wix and it's like, oh, it's just a template website and it's a DIY site. And your first website was built on Wix, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Your new website is built on Wix. Now tell me, girls, the difference between your old website and now your new one in terms of branding and presence. Tell me about that.
There's a huge difference in the old website to the new website. The old website wasn't classy. It was,
I think for us looking back, it was shocking.
It was something that we put together, well, I put together, and yeah, it was a startup, but the new website is more classy.
Professional.
Professional, and it's built around our customers.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And would you say that's the difference between trying to do things yourself and then actually reaching out and recognizing that sometimes you need a support from people? Yeah. Your original website was okay in terms of it was a presence, at least you had a website, but the difference between the old website and your new one in terms of branding, and as you said, you now look at your website and it's like truly reflective of your ideal customers, and that was that process that you went through to be able to make that real. Yeah, and with that process, you wouldn't have been able to have this website that you've got at the moment.
Yeah. The website definitely reflects our personas, and it reflects us as well. It reflects what we want and what we would want our customers to like, and it reflects everything we want customers to see.
Fabulous. So, I mean, at the bottom line, have you found the program worthwhile? That's the
yes. Yeah, definitely. I think the program has worked for us because we needed somebody to actually be truthful to us. We didn't want somebody that actually, there are people out there that are just in it for the money. We wanted somebody that's going to be true to us, and that he's going to walk behind us, and I felt that we got that program. You know, everything we needed. I've texted that at 1:00 at night. So even up to last night, I've emailed Kath, not even expecting her to answer me, but she's asked me there and then, you know, so it has helped us, and we've had the guidance from both you, Kath, building that website, building our foundation, and make us feel proud of what we believe in.
Superb.
Yes, definitely. I'm just going to echo that as well, Ange. Like, you know, we came on this program because I did feel lost. You know, coming from a retail background myself, I felt out of my depth because I'm more front end and not the back end of what happens behind, you know, a company. And although we started up, I just felt, you know, we're not quite there yet. I don't know what to do next, but I knew that we needed help, we needed guidance. And I just think it was the best thing that we ever did, coming to yourself, Heather, and joining your program, giving us the guidance and support and introducing us to people like Kath, who have helped us to build an amazing website, you know, and turn it into what we wanted it to be, basically what we envisaged it to, you know, Angel J to be about. So I can't thank you and Kath enough, really.
Thank you.
We've got a website. We've got a website that we are proud of now. A website that we're not ashamed of. So it has been the best thing, and I can see it because I even was looking at my Google Analytics yesterday, and this week the hits on just searching through Google has been like 46. We never got that before. We never had that before, and people actually actioning, going onto the site, actually visiting the site. It's been more. It has definitely gone up a huge.
Our sales have increased as well, which is good. Yeah, so we're very.
What percentage? What percentage of an increase have you had in sales, roughly? Do you know?
Well,
I'd say.
go on.
So go ahead, Angela.
No, go on. Finish.
No, go on.
Well, what would you say? I would say we've had more than what we've ever had in a week.
Yes.
Give us a percentage.
I'd say 40 to 50%, to be fair. You know, we had sales, but before it was more in dribs and drabs, whereas now it feels more consistent where we want it to be.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit higher, Jane. I would say higher because, yeah, we've had sales, but it's consistent. It will be like maybe one hair and then you won't get another one this week. I was saying, Jen, we've been busy.
Yeah, my phone was just every day I was running to post, you know, bits and pieces, and I was just like, oh my god. And we had a specific dress which was a Meghan Markle lookalike dress, and that just went through the roof, and we've got none left. They're all gone.
Yes,
they're all gone. And we had that in 2 different sizes. We had that in regular and plus size, and both of those have gone. So, you know, I would say the percentage is higher than 40 to 50. I would actually say it's gone up, and, you know, 70 to 80%. That is, it's done very well.
Wonderful. So this is just.
You can see my son's head. He's joined us.
Yeah, no, we say, what's your son's name? Bless him.
Malachi,
that's it. So beautiful. So from your point of view, this is just the beginning now for you. Angel J. And now you have the firmest foundations now to move forward. There's no freaking guessing. You've got your personas within your business now, that your customer personas you absolutely know, like you know, and you'll be able to use this process again and again. So when you bring in new brands, new lines, you'll be able to again create your personas that are real strong, solid ones, not just surface stuff, but you really, really know them. So you know how to communicate with them, you know their buying motivations, their psyche. From that point of view, this is just, it's gold for you, because I know that Angel J is going to go on now, and you're going to actually sort of knock it out of the park in terms of different markets that you go after. And what I can say, girls, is thank you so much for putting your trust in me and my program. And
can I just add one thing?
Absolutely.
You know, as well as the coaching and the designing of the website and stuff, you know, it didn't just stop there. I think you offered a lot more than that. I think the morality side of it as well, and the mindset and the mind thinking, and, you know, the positive messages that you give to people. I don't think we would have got that if we would have got it anywhere else. You know, you've asked us to take you on board and, you know, entrust you, and we did that, and we got everything. There's nothing more we could have got from it, to be fair. I just think, you know, you've just been amazing, and you've given us the support in order to take our business forward, and we can't thank you enough, really.
Thank you. That's a lovely thing for you to say.
And it's not just about the server. You've actually taught us some stuff. You taught us everything about marketing. You know, we know about marketing now. We've got our groups. We've got. I finished the landing page yesterday. There's so much stuff that you've planted in our head now. We've got that foundation. We know that we actually. You said, we're not going to do it for you. you need to do it so that you can continue with this. And now you've given us that foundation that actually I can now do a landing, because I didn't know nothing about a landing page before. You know, I saw groups
about
before,
Instagram.
but now
We didn't know about
landing page.
What's the other one? Pinterest, all of these social media outlets that we weren't familiar with, we're now delving into and utilising it, and it's just been really positive.
Thank you. Well, you know, I said at the beginning of the program that this was a heavyweight implementation business program. It's not just little pieces of the puzzle, it's actually bringing the whole blooming thing together so that we can actually build those very solid foundations. I always say about the program that I'm not just helping you build a stronger business, we're building stronger female entrepreneurs. So
That's right.
all the very, very best for you both in the future. Give us your domain name, girls, so that people know how to find your site and where to find you.
Angeljay.com.
Angeljay.com. Okay, brilliant. Is that a hyphen between the angel and the J?
Angel-J.com.
Fabulous. Angel-J.com. Fantastic. Lovely. So we're not gonna, this is an au revoir rather than a goodbye completely, girls, because everybody in my program, we stay connected, so that we can share your beautiful kind of wins and celebrations as your business grows further. So I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you for showing up and doing the work. Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.